So you guys asked for a how to install LSPDFR and other contents video, so yeah, here we are. So I'm going to show you guys pretty much all the different basics of how to install LSPDFR and all the different contents, pretty much just to keep it simple. Uh, if you haven't noticed yet, I am still a little sick, so yeah. Not really the fun times, but let's just get that out of our way, not let it distract us, and let's get to it. So, first of all, you're going to need the one and only LSPDFR 0.4.9 or above as of the 7th of November 2022. So go ahead and open that up on the lspdfr.com or just throw into your search bar LSPDFR and it'll just give it to you. So once you're here, you're going to go ahead and press download file. If you want to and you are just that kind of person, you can go ahead and read all of this. I don't have the patience to be reading all of it, but if you do, go right ahead. After that, you're going to press agree and download. Now, as not of Saturday, not as not as of this, but as of a while ago, uh, LSPDFR has been a little. It's been a little wonky with all the GTA 5 updates from Rockstar, and also the different questions over on the ULSS Discord server. So I think they decided to just, instead of go with manual install, they decided to just scrap this or delay it a little bit just to go with the automatic install. So yeah. Now it's a lot more recommended that you do the automatic install and forget this because this oftentimes is not up to date. So you're just going to go ahead and press download over here. It's going to give you a 5-second countdown before it downloads. So just go ahead and let that happen. There you go. Yep, then it's going to give you a little prompt on how long it's going to be downloading for. And a quick note, as Cyan has said, some antivirus softwares can cause LSPDFR to not work, so just make sure to whitelist them. If there is anything further than just whitelisting it, just turn it off entirely. So once you have the LSPDFR downloaded, you want to go ahead and click it, let it open up. If it will open. Okay, here we go. So Windows is trying to block it, thinking that it's like something malicious. So just go ahead and press read more and then run anyway. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff here. It's not really. I've seen people with a lot more. Okay, next place you're going to go is going to be Bejoljo Plugins. So just go ahead, type this in, real easy. Then the first link you're going to press is going to be this, Bejoljo Plugins. And it's going to be the home page. And just go ahead and close out of that. Close out of this. I need an ad blocker. Okay, so you're just going to select whichever ones you want. The highly recommended ones, I'm going to open them up, and no thank you. I'm just going to open them up in a new tab, so that is Stop the Ped, Compulite, Ultimate Backup, and the rest are really just optional. For ALPR Lite, I also have that, but it's not really recommended, but if you want, it's pretty much just the same process as all the others. And these are photos, not what I want. Okay, we're going to start with Stop the Ped. So you're going to just head all the way down, and until you see this stoptheped.rar file down here, just go ahead and press the download button. Go ahead and press that. Give me a second while I just download a quick ad blocker. Okay, here we go. That's going to be a little easier now. So go ahead and open up Stop the Ped from there. Or if you want, you can just go ahead and go back and move over to Ultimate Backup. Scroll all the way down and open that up. So once it's downloaded, go ahead, open up the file. I'm going to move back again so that I can go over to Compulite. Now, Compulite is really optional. There is the new mod, which is Police Menu. So, Police Menu LSPDFR, the very first link. I'm also going to have all the links in my description, or at least most of them. I'm going to try to get them all. So this is pretty much just it. It's a pretty cool mod. Has a lot of really cool things in it. And in my last videos, this is the mod that I've been using. So you can go ahead and press download this file. Now, if you want the usable computer that I use in first person, you're going to download the very latest version. So go ahead and press download, and I'm going to show you how to install it. Okay, so now that we have all the essential files installed, you're going to head over to your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory. If this is your very first time going to your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory, you're going to, for what I have, is going to be Steam. Go over to Library, Grand Theft Auto 5, go over to Properties, Local Files, and Browse. After that, you now have your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory open. So once you have this, and just another note, if you have another version, for example, the retail version or from Epic Games, I believe there's a card up here somewhere that is going to show you how to get to those. So once you have the essential files, I'm going to start with Stop the Ped. So go ahead, have the 7-zip or the WinRAR. Go ahead, open up the Stop the Ped folder inside of it. The RageNativeUI.dll. This is usually outdated, so make sure that you get it updated. So the updated version is RageNativeUI LSPDFR. So it's going to be this GitHub. It's going to be this GitHub's link. Go ahead, open it up, and RageNativeUI.zip. Open that up, RageNativeUI, and you're going to want these two files down here. I need to open this up with WinRAR, otherwise it doesn't work. So I'll go ahead and do that. Head back over to Grand Theft Auto 5. And like I said, grab the bottom two files and chuck them in. I already have them, so it just replaces them. After that, you're done with that. Close it. And back over to Stop the Ped. So once you have Stop the Ped back up, go ahead and go into Plugins. So really, you don't really have to, because once LSPDFR is downloaded, you should already have one. So just go ahead, drag and drop this, just throw it into an empty spot. Make sure that nothing is highlighted, because if it's highlighted, it's going to go into that folder. So for example, license, there's nothing important in here. So if I just go ahead and take plugins and throw it over the highlighted spot of license, where to go? Here. So license, if I just drop it on top of it, it's going to go inside it. So you don't want that. So instead, you're just going to take the folder, go over to an unhighlighted spot, and drag and drop. I already have all the files, so I'm just going to replace them. Then for ultimate backup, it is the very same process. Go ahead and drag and drop. Throw it in there. And now for police menu, I don't think I installed ALPR. So let me just go ahead and head over to here. Yeah, I have police menu now. So go ahead and open up police menu. Head back over to the GTA 5 directory. Also, I recommend pinning the Grand Theft Auto 5 directory. It's going to be very useful. So once you have the police menu, version 1.2.3 or whatever, if it's any higher, it's good. Uh, so once you have that, go ahead and open up the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Same process, drag and drop. There you go. And if you want the in-game usable computer, it's going to be an extra stuff. Police computer, OpenIV. So all you're going to do is use the installation guide. So I'm going to guide you to heading over there. So it is going to be mods, update, Time64, DLC packs, MP gun running. So this is the main spot where you want to get to. So what you're going to do is go ahead, open up OpenIV. If you don't have it, another card up here. There we go. So if this is your first time installing, where you're going to go instead of mods is you're going to go into update. So you're going to skip the mods because you don't have it. Go into the regular update directory. And a big note, this is crucial. If you don't have the mods folder, make sure you have it, because if you install mods into here, this is pretty much your backup. Installing mods into here, if you screw something up, then you pretty much just screwed up your whole game. So make sure that you have the mods folder. Getting the mods folder, I believe, is in Tools. It's going to be ASI Manager and ASI Loader. So you're going to download ASI Loader and OpenIV.asi. Open Camera is pretty much just for Rockstar Editor. It just gets rid of the camera. It gets rid of the camera boundary limitation. So I'm just going to go ahead and install that, because why not? So once you've done that, go into Time64 on the update folder. Go into DLC packs, and you're going to then search for MP gun running, which is right here. So once you have MP gun running, open it up, go into dlc.rpf. Then once you have this banner up here, it's going to show, for me, show in mods folder, but for you it's going to say copy to mods folder. So just go ahead and press copy to mods folder. It's going to take a moment to copy everything over, and once you have that, you'll find yourself in your mods folder and already at the file location. So once you've done that, the next spot from gunrunning.dlc, you're going to head over to Time64, Levels, GTA 5, Props, and Prop GR Appliances. Now, where is that? Give me a moment. Okay, here it is. It's buried in all these files. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the sixth file down. Go ahead and open that. Once you have that, you can put away the installation guide. Open up the OpenIV folder here and take this from here, chuck it in, and there you go. After that, head over to the other OpenIV. This is going to be your menu. So again, go back over to the README. So the README, you've already gotten the plugins put away, so that's going to be the very first line. If you've installed it correctly, you should have the policeman.dll inside the plugins file, which you already have. Okay, so your next spot is going to be update.rpf. So we're going to head all the way back, go over to update.rpf, times 64. We're going to head into data, CDI images. Make sure to show your mods, make sure to press copy to mods folder or show in mods folder. Very important that you do that. If you don't have the banner, make sure that you are in the mods folder, because if you're not, you're going to screw things up. So once you have that, you have CDI images, then scale form generic. So that is right here, the fourth file down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and open that up. Then the README, you can go ahead and close that. Go over to the OpenIV file again. So that is going to be the third file, not in the extra stuff. It's going to be right under the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. So go ahead, open it up, and all these police menu files, chuck them in. Just like that. Easy peasy, you now have police menu installed. After that, I'm going to show you how to install and properly install with every step a add-on file and a replace file. Okay, so I'm going to start with the replace file. I'm going to use a North Yankton vehicle file. North Yankton vehicle pack. Let me just quickly find one. Okay, I've got a pretty okay pack here, so go ahead and install it. So your pack may be different from mine. I will not link this pack in the description. So just go ahead and let everything install. Okay, so I have all three files here. I have them all set up. So go ahead and go into your OpenIV, go back into your regular directory. Once you've done that, go ahead and, if this is a first install, okay, so if you're going to do a first install, I'm going to show you how to do that. If you've already done this, go ahead and open up your latest patch day. So for your first install, you're going to head into update times 64 DLC packs, and I'm going to get over to my latest update. Now, really, the highest you should go is patch day 25. It's what I use. It's really easy to use. It's just a couple clicks. It's just a couple clicks and you're in. Times 64, levels, GTA 5, and vehicles at RPF. So once you're in here, you have all these vehicles. This is where I have all my main vehicles. You can see all my vehicle packs here. There you go. And once you've done that, I'm going to drag and drop these police old files. Just go ahead and drag and drop them. There we go, and throw those in. So police old, they're going to be down here at the bottom. And now we're going to throw in an extra livery. So the extra livery is only for if it's a more replace pack. For example, my OPP pack, it was a livery replace. So my OPP pack used to be, or it still is, half of it. It is still Ripley's legacy pack. Let me see if Ripley still has his, yeah, right there. He still has his emblem over there. So if you're going to replace livery, go ahead and open up. I'm going to start with the CVPI. So the CVPI. So I have nysp.cvpi. We first have to try to find the sign folder. So an easy way to do it is just Control F, sign, and this has a lot of liveries. Okay, so let's go for this one. We're going to press rename on this, Control C, And then we're going to head back over to here, Control V, and now just drag and drop. This is only popping up because it's a PNG. Usually it's supposed to be DDS files because DDS files have better quality, but it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and press OK and go back over to sign, and there you go. Now it has changed, so go ahead and press save. Now if you go back over to your police file, your police vehicle file, you'll now see that the vehicle has changed. Or not really the vehicle, just the livery of it. So now we're going to head over to the second one. So if you didn't catch anything, we're going to do it again. So head over into your police file. Mine is policeold2. Open up the .ytd file. Make sure it's not the YFT file. So open up the YTD file, press Control F, type in sign, and then here. Select one of them, press rename, Control C, cancel, head over to the livery, and Control V that, and then just drag and drop. Press OK. Go back to it, make sure that it's all set up properly, and save. Some vehicles may take longer to save than others, but it doesn't really matter. So again, there we go, it is all saved. Usually the wheels like this, they don't show up properly, but that's just more of an OpenIV problem. If you actually load them up in game, they're just fine. So there you go, you have now successfully installed a replace file. Now let's move over to an add-on file. So I'm going to pick out a vehicle from Addon Development because he is a really good add-on vehicle developer. So let's see, what am I going to use? The 2021 Chevy Tahoe? I don't know, maybe for another day. Let's see. The Ranger, this is the vehicle that I used in my last video. So just going through these videos, going through my last 2 or 3 videos, all the vehicles are from here if they're all unmarked. So I'm going to, 2023 Ram TRX. This is what I'm going to use for my next video. This thing is cool. It is real cool. Okay, so it was posted yesterday as well. Really nice. Okay, so go ahead and download that. So an add-on file typically is easier to download in some cases. For example, my case of a livery change, installing an add-on file is easier. So I'll go ahead and let that install. Okay, there we go. So now we have this file, the 2023 Ram TRX. So go ahead and open up the file. First, you're going to head over to Models DLC, or pretty much just the vehicle file. So it is going to be a file like this. Mine is Ram TRX. So you're going to head back over to your DLC packs. So again, it is mods, update times 64, DLC packs, and right here. You're not going to head into any of these files. What you're going to do is you're going to grab this file and drag and drop. After that, it shows up at the very bottom. What you're going to do is highlight it, click it once, press F2 on your keyboard, and Control C. After that, head back over to the update section of your folder line or your file location. Head back over to update, go to update.rpf. So again, it is back to the GT5 directory, mods, update, update.rpf. Go ahead and open that, press common, data, and scroll down to dlc.xml. So once you have that, go ahead and use the shortcut Control and Enter on your keyboard. So the Control key and then the Enter key. That's going to open it up so that you can edit it. Scroll all the way down and copy the very last line you have. So just go ahead and make sure that you have something like that. So I'm going to make a new line. So you may have to go back and recopy the name for this. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Go back and recopy. And here, I'm going to go ahead and highlight it and Control V. Now I already have another one of these lines. Oh, okay, nice. So I can just go ahead and delete that. What about NVR car goals? I do. Okay, go ahead and delete that. There we go. So 23 RAM TRX. That is now installed. So now let's go ahead and move over to ELS. So go ahead and throw into your search bar ELS LSPDFR, and it's going to give you this emergency lighting system. Oops. So emergency lighting system, you're going to go ahead and open that. It's going to be by Lieutenant Kane. He's a really good modder. He made a really cool mod, just ELS, a very popular mod. So first install, go ahead and download this file, agree and download, and download the latest version. This mod was last updated in 2017 and is still working like a charm. So go ahead and install that. Let it install. Now, today a lot of files are made with ELS, so yeah, the last replace file that I downloaded, I'm going to want to reopen it. So it's going to be the let's see, this one and this one. So open up with WinRAR. So close both of those, both of the WinRAR notifications. And I believe this has, yes it does. Okay, so what you're going to do first is install ELS. So at this point, you no longer need OpenIV. Go ahead and minimize that. Go to installation files, go ahead and open that up. The Grand Theft Auto file, open that up. And here, you're going to head back over to your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory. Take your ELS files, grab everything. So me, I already have a... Okay, for you, don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't do it. So I'm going to delete this because it's going to screw up a lot of my vehicles, which I don't want it to do. But what you just saw where going to ELS and pack default and then deleting the police file, don't do that. Don't. So go ahead and highlight everything, drag and drop. There you go. And there. Now ELS is successfully installed. And again, the only time that you should be deleting that file is if you're replacing it with another ELS. So what I'm going to do now is go into my Grand Theft Auto 5 directory, ELS, pack default, and these are all my ELS files. These are from a whack load of vehicles that I downloaded in the past, and they are all still here. So, really cool. I've installed a lot of vehicles in the past. And here, unused, don't put anything in here. If you put anything in here, it won't work. If you put anything out here without pack default, it's not going to work. So make sure it's ELS. So ELS, pack default, throw everything in here. After that, go back to your vehicle file, els.vcf, and go to police old 1, throw it in, or whatever vehicle that you have. Just go ahead and throw that in. After that, you are officially done with that. No more need for it. And the same thing with the next one. Police ELS, throw that in, and there. you have successfully installed the ELS. Now, how do you power ELS? Looking back at my footage, I just realized that I forgot to put in the add-on one. So ELS 21 RAM TRX BB and 21 RAM TRX. So in these cases, it's usually like two models. So just go ahead, grab both, throw them in, just both of them. So it's just a lot easier with that. Okay, and now just to wrap up the video, I'm going to show you how to install definitive callouts. So definitive callouts is pretty much just an optimized part of police menu, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. It could be useful, but I'm just going to install this for the sake of the video. So here we go. Very, very simple. All you're going to do is go back to your Grand Theft Auto 5 directory, and again, in this file, you're going to head into Grand Theft Auto on the callouts file. Go ahead and open it up, and the plugins, just grab it, drag and drop. There you go. Now, before I forget, there is one extra thing you're going to want, and it is something that is crucial when it comes to LSPDFR plugins, and it is ScripthookVDotNet. Without these, a lot of your mods won't work. ScripthookVDotNet pretty much just allows your menus to function. Without this, Ultimate Backup won't work, and Stop the Ped won't work. And nor will police menu, I believe. Yeah, police menu won't work either, so just go ahead, drag and drop it into your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, and there you go. Properly installed. Okay, so we are here now inside of Grand Theft Auto 5 on LSPDFR, and let me just go ahead and switch the time. Can switch the time and the weather, why not? There, extra sunny. So here we are, inside LSPDFR. Let me just go ahead and quickly spawn in a vehicle. So the Ram TRX Blue, here we are. This truck is a beauty. Look at this thing. Ooh-wee. I'm just fighting the urge not to go on duty right now. But here's the light setup. Really cool. This is the blue. And there are quite the amount of lights around. And stuff like this always seems to impress me. I don't know why. But let me just quickly go ahead and head on duty. We have our code from the last video. And just let everything load in. Huh? Okay. Commander Vasco.
Okay, I got a fire alarm going on.
So our 5 cases going to
This guy, he's not just a director, he's a true réalisateur.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is for a police menu.
He's a master
I'm gonna have to turn that
of
off. I will not be attending court, thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for that's going to be it for this video. So we have police menu activated, and something already crashed. Okay, LSPDFR crashed. It's going to be Ultimate Backup. I'm gonna have to turn something off again. For the time being, I would say that it's definitive callouts and Ultimate Backup colliding, because definitive callouts was the only mod that I installed, and yesterday after I deleted it, it was just fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it. You probably should too if you're having any problems. So other than that, you guys have yourselves a good day. Do like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, do turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another video from me, and I am out of here. Bye-bye. Before I miss, if there's any further questions, just go ahead and ask them on my Discord. Otherwise, you can head over to ULSS. ULSS stands for unofficial LSPDFR support server. So yeah, have yourselves a nice day.